We had the most beautiful spring weather over these past days. It was warm, but not too warm, and there was kind of a green explosion going on, and the trees are in bloom, the bees are buzzing. It really feels like early summer now. The only downside was that we have kind of a pollen problem now, because it didn't rain in so long. So every time you go out, you will be covered in a thin layer of pollen, which is kind of annoying, and it does activate my allergies, but fortunately there is medication for that, so I was still able to go outside and work on my little projects, like renovating these beehives. They are quite old. I got them from my neighbor, and some of them have some ant damage, so I used some wood filler to fill the holes and sanded it down to prepare it for painting. I also customized my bike a bit. I got a new basket for it, and I removed the stand because it wasn't really working, it was too short, and I'm looking for a new one now. But I'm really happy with the basket, how it looks and how it works for me. It is a folding basket, so I can put it like flat if I want to, which is really nice. And this little cute sweet cat that you see here, just a few minutes before I got her on camera, she was devouring a very big mouse right in front of me, and it was disgusting. Hello, horses.
Wer ist denn das? Hallo? Ne? Kommst du mit? Hallo, du? Ja, du? Sehr gut machst du das. Hervorragend. Lecker. So eine schnelle Maus. Ja, super.
I just came back from another dentist appointment and I still feel a bit sore, but luckily the numbness is gone because I'm very scared of like biting my own cheek, so I was a bit hesitant to eat something. Now I can feel again, so that's good. And while I was already numbed and out in the world, I went to a thrift store and I found some really nice things there, so I'm going to show them. So the first thing I saw when I went in were these cups, and they are the most amazing pieces of pottery. There's still the the price on there. I haven't cleaned them, they are quite dusty, but these are very nice mugs with this green and brown glaze. They don't have any markings. I have 4 of them. The next thing I found is this bracelet. It's just a big ring made out of some kind of wood, and I do like the look of these type of bracelets over a button-down shirt to like tie in the sleeve. The next thing I found are these silver candlestick holders. They are metal. There is an imprint in them that says Foreign Germany. I don't really know what that means, but they're very pretty. I also need to clean them. They're a bit dusty, but they are really nice. And I do have one silver candlestick holder and I plan to do like an arrangement with them. So that is also nice. And these were €1.50 each. Then I found 3 of these very nice like tumbler glasses. They are in this brownish grayish smoked glass. Isn't that like a term? I don't really know, but they look so cool and so pretty. And I feel like for some kind of drink with ice in them, like maybe even a matcha, I would drink a matcha out of these. And they were 50 cents each as well. And I like that they're stackable. Then I found this little glass teapot. And there is no marking anywhere that indicates that this is actually safe to use with hot water. So I guess I'm just going to test it, and if it breaks, it wasn't suitable for hot water, but I really like the idea of just putting some fresh lemon balm leaves in there and having like a tiny cup of tea out of my little glass teapot. And then I found this beautiful green ceramic vase, and it perfectly fits the aesthetic of this vase that I already have, and I have some forget-me-nots in there. I'm just a huge fan of this kind of color. I think it was maybe like a 60s or 70s thing, this type of very warm green glazing on ceramics. So I feel like some kind of wildflower bouquet would look amazing in this. And this was priced at €2. And lastly, I found 3 albums on CD. So the first one is Christina Aguilera, Stripped. Then I have Britney Spears, In the Zone. And Anastasia, Freak of Nature. So these are all like more fun music to listen to, because this is very nostalgic for me. This is the soundtrack of my childhood. So what I do with all the thrifted CDs that I've got over the past weeks and months, I will import them into my sound program on my laptop and then have them as digital files, so I can also listen to them in the car, because the car that I drive sometimes, it's not mine, but I do have access to a car. It doesn't have a CD slot, so I have to listen through my phone, but as soon as I have these as digital files, I can also do like playlists. And now that I have so much music from the early 2000s, I can make like the most amazing car soundtrack with all of these. Then I can also sing to them in the car, which is one of my favorite things to do. So I think it's a good investment. And I think all of the CDs are priced €1 each, I think, or 50 cents each. So after the thrift store, me and my mom, we also got to the garden center, which is also one of my favorite places to visit of all time. And we got some plants for the garden and for the balcony, but I also got some house plants because I kind of got back into houseplants over these past weeks, and I feel like I need to add a few to my collection, or add back a few to my collection, because I used to have 170 houseplants and I miss my little jungle. I got another pothos. Pothos are my favorite plants ever. Epipremnum is the most amazing houseplant species there is. I think it is very resistant to pests and it always looks great. It is easy to care for. It's not like very specific or fiddly with lighting conditions. So I think I own most of the Epipremnum species that are currently available in plant stores. But when I moved here, I got rid of some, so now I want them back. So here I got a global green pothos. It's variegated, but it has green variegation. So like the most common pothos is the Epipremnum aureum, which has yellow variegation, and this is like pretty similar but with green variegation, and I think it's very nice. And then another pothos which I also owned before but I didn't bring with me here is the Manjula, and this one, I don't know if that's like stable, but the variegation with this one is like a mixture between this kind of minty one and the white one. But there are also leaves with a green one as well, so I hope this is stable, that the green one will stay within this pattern. I need to still find a spot for them, but they will probably live in my bedroom because I have the most light in there. So these are all of the exciting things I got today. I'm probably now going to clean all of the things I got and find them a nice little home, and then have a calm afternoon and evening because I need to rest and I need to give my mouth a bit of time off because it feels a bit sore.
Fan? Juhu! Ja. So, komm hoch. Komm ab. Ja, super. Sehr gut. Man kann hier auch oben drauf laufen. Bisschen gruselig, aber geht.
The nights were still kind of cold, and since I live on the ground floor, my apartment really doesn't heat up that well, so I still need to light a fire once in a while, which is one of my favorite rituals. I really miss my fires in the summer, so I treated myself to one of the last fires in this season. I did my first check on the bees pretty much exactly 1 week after I caught them, and it looks absolutely amazing in there. They have already built out all of the honeycombs, and it's already filled with a few kilos of honey. So this is way better than expected, and I am so happy about that. I will probably need to add another hive on top in like 1 or 2 weeks, because they have already filled out the space. And they also started reproducing. There is a bit of brood in there, and it looks very good. I also replaced the hive and the bottom of it, which is a bit of a risky business, but I need the other two to renovate them as well. So I just quickly slided the bottom over, because they are used to the exact spot they are in. But everything went very well. I could take the other bottom away after like 1 hour of them adapting to their new surroundings. And they were again very nice to me. I haven't been stung in 1.5 years of beekeeping now, and I feel like that's really good, and I'm really glad about that. I don't really know if I can tolerate bee stings, to be honest, but I just hope so. I will just hope for the best. But this journey so far is very happy and rewarding, so I'm really glad the bees came to me.
Schön.